What's up, everyone? Man, oh man, I got some shit to tell you. So, as you can already tell by the title of the video, my friggin' house was broken into on Monday, okay? My girlfriend and I came home from work on Monday at around 5 p.m. and everything seemed normal. We usually go in through the side door because I park in the carport and the side door is right there, so my girlfriend unlocks the door, we go in, I greet my cats, and everything's fine and normal. Then I start to go upstairs to put my stuff away, and I notice that 2 of the bedroom doors are open. And we always leave these doors shut because we don't want the cats going in those rooms and messing shit up. So I asked my girlfriend if she left them open, and she said no. Then I look down the hall towards our bedroom, and I see that the light is on and there's stuff on the floor. So I go in there, and my entire room is fucking ransacked. All my dresser drawers are open, my girlfriend's dresser drawers are all open, our shit's thrown all over the room, my filing cabinet's open. I have this little box that I keep on my night table where I keep a bunch of shit like change and stuff like that. It's spilled all over the place. So I'm like, what the fuck? I run downstairs where all my good shit is, and luckily my TVs, my games, movies, CDs, consoles, iPods, everything like that was all untouched. So like, I'm just fucking freaking out at this point. I called the cops. They said they were sending someone over. I start trying to figure out, what they could have taken if they didn't touch all my good shit. And I mean, other than some change, I didn't see much else missing. So after looking around, I noticed that one of my pillowcases was missing. So I figured this is what they used to carry the change. And speaking about the change, this person stole all of my pennies, nickels, and dimes, but they left a bunch of quarters, loonies, and toonies. And for those that don't know, a loonie is $1 and a toonie is a $2 coin in Canada, if you're not familiar with Canadian currency. But yeah, he basically took all of my smallest change and left all of the higher valued coins. So I'm looking around my house trying to find things missing, and all of a sudden I notice something in my cat's fur. So I pick it up, and it's a piece of peanut shell. And I know we have a bag of peanuts in the cupboard, so I go to get them, and half of them are like mangled and mashed up in there. So I asked my girlfriend if she did that to them, and she said no, she never left them like that. So, I mean, this fucker busted in my house. He trashed my room, he snatched my pillowcase, he loaded with about $3 worth of small coins, then he helped himself to some fucking peanuts, and he may have had himself a handful of stale Fruit Loops too, because I found a cereal box in another cupboard tipped over and opened, and I never left it like that, so I know he at least touched it. Fuck, but yeah, I searched the whole house to make sure no one else was still here. I checked all the cupboards, all the closets, under the crawl space, all that stuff. I checked all the windows looking for a point of entry because, like I said, when we got home, the doors were closed and locked. But when I went back to check the door, I noticed that the wall was busted where the lock is. And it's one of these doors that automatically locks when you close it. So this person left and closed the door and it locked behind him. So pretty much this fucker booted the door hard enough to just enough so where it busted the wall, just so the lock on the door can uncatch and the door can swing open. So yeah, none of this really made sense to me at all because like, they didn't take anything really. I mean, my girlfriend's iPad was sitting right there by the bed along with some gold jewelry. I mean, I had rings, a pocket knife, a BB gun on my side of the bed. I have video games, Blu-rays, CDs, and shit like that, like all over my house. I mean, nothing was touched except for the change, the pillowcase, and not to forget those fucking peanuts. But it's just really bizarre. And I'm kind of thinking maybe they were looking for drugs or something. I don't even know, but yeah. Oh yeah, yesterday I noticed something else that was missing too. And it was all my guitar picks. Now I have this collection of guitar picks, maybe like 10 or 12 of these picks that I've been collecting from concerts that I've gone to all throughout my life. So I had picks from like Megadeth, Slayer, Korn, Unearth, Hatebreed, Mastodon, Cradle of Filth, Stone Sour, and just a bunch more. Like I'd probably like a dozen of them, like I said. And I was looking for them yesterday, and they're not where I remember leaving them. So I think this fucker stole my picks. But anyways, I've been racking my brain and getting people's opinions on, who might have done this. The cop who showed up 3 hours after I phoned, might I add, said that from his experience, it's probably just kids doing it for a thrill. But like, I just don't see kids breaking in just to steal some pennies and guitar picks when there's like video games and iPads laying around, you know what I mean? To me, it kind of looked like someone was in there looking for drugs, which, I mean, other than some Advil and maybe some cold and sinus pills, we don't have any drugs in the house, so I mean, all of my alcohol is even untouched. So, I mean, it's just really weird. Like, it just, no matter what scenario I think of, it just doesn't make sense. A few people suggested that maybe they were just scoping the place out and they'll be back for like a bigger haul or whatever. But then, like, why trash the bedroom, you know? They were clearly looking for something. Plus, if their intentions were to steal valuables, then they probably could have loaded the pillowcase up with whatever they could have taken while they had the chance. I mean, even, like, there's, like, diamond rings lying around. You know what I mean? Like, they could have got some valuable stuff. But they didn't. Either way, I just feel fucking messed up right now, right? I went to the hardware store. I bought a bunch of stuff to fix my door. The door, by the way, still closes and still locks and everything, but since the wall and the door frame around the lock is all kind of cracked and busted, it obviously isn't secure anymore, so I bought 3 bolt locks plus some heavy-duty screws. I screwed the lock back into the wall. I screwed it right into the 2x4 stud in the wall, so it's anchored to something solid. I also fixed my screen door, which has always been broken. It never really closed properly, so now it closes properly. The handle on the door locked, plus I installed a bolt lock on there as well. Then on the main door, I installed 2 more bolt locks, one near the top, one near the bottom, just for added protection. And to be honest, I'm just a fucking paranoid dude, so like, I took this old tube TV that I had sitting in the corner of my bedroom for like forever, basically since I moved into this house. And I mean, if you're old enough to know how heavy these things are, then you'll understand why. But I put it in front of the door basically as a barricade. And I also shoved my dining room table and all of the chairs in front of the door as well. We never use that table anyway, and that whole kind of area is kind of just an open area that never really gets used other than going in and out the door. So at least now that table's serving a purpose, the TV's serving a purpose, but that door's pretty much off limits for us now. We're just going to use the front door from now on. And basically, we're just talking about just buying a new house and getting the fuck out of here. I went and spoke with some neighbors on both sides. Neither of them heard or saw anything. But one of them told me that my house has been broken into before when the previous owners lived here. So like, that's just a huge red flag for me to get the fuck out of here before shit really gets nasty. You know what though? Things could have been a lot worse, right? I'm thankful that nothing of value was stolen or damaged. I mean, the guitar picks were sentimental to me, especially my Slayer pick because it was used by Jeff Heineman. And I mean, he threw it out into the crowd when I was at the Slayer show and I managed to get it. And it was just kind of special to me because I love Slayer. And after he passed away, that pick became something special and unique because, I mean, unless you already had one, then now there's no more chances to get a Jeff Heineman pick anymore. So I'm bummed about that. But all in all, I think we got pretty damn lucky. I'm just trying to take all the precautions that I can to prevent it from happening again. And, oh, fuck. I almost forgot to tell you about the thing that pissed me off the most. Oh my god, the thing that's eating away at me the fucking most. If any of you know me well enough, then you'll know that I'm a cat guy, okay? I have 2 cats and I love my fucking cats. Well, both my cats seem fine, they seem unharmed and stuff like that, but my smallest cat, Goro, has been scared shitless lately, and I seriously can't even explain to you how much this bothers me emotionally and mentally because it means that she was probably like traumatized in some way. Like, usually when I come home, she greets me at the door, she runs up, she wants to get pet, and stuff like that. But yesterday when I came home, she ran and hid under the fucking couch. And I was calling her, I was shaking her treats around, she wouldn't come out. Finally she came out, she was all timid and scared, she wouldn't come near me. And man, that really just struck a nerve, man. That fucking bothered me, that tugged at the heartstrings a little bit. My big cat, Mortis, he seems fine, he's acting normal. He's just his normal self, but Goro has been acting really scared lately. She still comes out and she still comes around and gets cuddles and stuff like that, but it's just really different. She seems really apprehensive. And all I can do is hope that she gets over it and gets back to her normal self. But man, that's bothering me. But anyways, this video is going on long enough. That's the shit I've been dealing with over the last couple days, guys, and that's pretty much the reason I haven't uploaded in the last couple days. If you guys have stories or theories about break-ins or what might have happened here, who might have done this, I mean, I'm always open to theories, suggestions, ideas, all that kind of stuff, so leave it in the comments below. The code that popped up throughout this video is for the Division Beta. I've been giving those codes away. I have more coming in future videos, so if you missed out on them, you can always check back in my future videos. I have more codes to give away. It's first come, first serve, so if you don't get it, it means someone else got it. You can redeem it at www.thedivisiongame.com/beta. And yeah, that's pretty much for this video. Pretty much done here. My brain's a scramble. I can't even think straight. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Vile Self. Later, villains.